Hello, lovely sports fans out there. We're privileged to have a legend, a sprint king, a former Olympic champion, former Commonwealth champion. When it comes to athletics, he needs no introduction. His name is Mr. Asafa Powell from Jamaica. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you. Respect.
How are you, sir?
I'm good. I'm good.
You're looking good.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yeah.
You know.
Did you bring this from Jamaica?
Oh no! If I brought it from Jamaica, it wouldn't be authentic. You know, so I have to make sure I get all the authentic stuff.
It looks good on you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Asafa Powell, you are an Order of Distinction winner in Jamaica. Tell us how it feels to be honored to receive a national award in Jamaica.
Well, you know, it's a great feeling, as an athlete. You know, any athlete would want to be recognized by their own country, and for Jamaica to recognize me, you know, as one of the greats, you know, it's a great feeling, and it you know, it makes you want to do more and want to represent, you know, more for your country and be a good role model as well.
Those of us who have been following your exploits were yearning to see you. What brings you to Ghana?
You know, you know, funny enough, you know, ever since I got married, you know, my wife has been, you know, pressuring me, let's go to Ghana. You know, you are an icon, you know, people respect you in Ghana, you know, let's go to Ghana and let me show you where, you know, I'm from. You know, so my wife is the main reason why, you know, I decided to come to Ghana.
Alain, she's a Ghanaian.
Yes, definitely. She is, and she is one of the proudest, you know, Ghanaian I know.
Let me be a bit inquisitive. From the Caribbean, how did you meet Ghana, Jamaica?
Person kept popping up on my page.
Kept?
Yeah.
And that was just one time.
No, man. For a few days, this person keep, you know, popping up on my page. So,
God, why did you do that?
I tell you, it was a setup. It was a big time setup, but you know, she kept popping up on my page, and you know, I'm gonna slide in the DM. You know what I mean? So I slid in her DM.
So you thought it was a sign that I kept popping up numerous times.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
You had to slide in the DM.
Exactly. So you know, I wasn't looking for
anything serious,
you know,
fun, you know.
But you know, Instagram always push things in your face. They know what you like.
It was destined to be, you know, destined to be. But you know, thanks to, you know, social media, you know, we're living in a social media world nowadays, and through social media, I was able to find my wife.
How supportive has she been?
Oh man, very, very supportive. You know, sometimes, you know, I have to sit back and look at myself and wonder if she is like, she believes in me a lot more than I believe in myself all the time. So she motivates me, you know, and remind me who I am all the time.
Okay. How are you enjoying your stay in Ghana with the family?
Man, Ghana is great. Ghana has been good to me, you know, from the minute I landed in Ghana. I think even before I came here, you know, Uncle Ben, you know, really, you know, all the expectations, you know, he exceeded everything. You know, he has been taking great care of us, you know, and we have been, you know, meeting a lot of people here in Ghana, getting to see the culture, you know, and everyone as well, you know, the welcome here is tremendous, you know. I love it, you know, people are very nice, very kind, and I think that's what makes us one.
Let me chip in this. Has there been a situation where you were on the tracks and your wife was up there looking at you and you were so motivated seeing her?
You know, I can remember at one of my national trials, she was there in the stadium. Ooh. And I couldn't see her because there were so many people, but I knew she was there, okay. You know, and I could just hear her voice, you know, in the back of my head. Yes, definitely. Power. Yeah.
Well, that's nice. Yeah. I learned you are from a family of athletes. Your elder brother Donovan and the entire family are athletes. Tell us a bit about your family.
You know, like you said, you know, I'm from a family of athletes. We're 6 boys in my family. I'm the last one. Ooh. You know, Donovan, who is the first one, I've always wanted to be like him. Okay. You know, he was the better athlete in the family. So, you know, I grew up watching him, you know, wanting to become him, and, you know, I eventually followed in his footsteps. But, you know, all my brothers were very athletic, you know, but they decided to go on different paths.
I learned mommy and daddy too were athletes.
So they say.
You didn't see
So they say. I'm yet to see it. I mean, I've seen my father, you know, run a few times when we were younger. You know, so I probably can say we got it from our dad, but I'm still yet to see it.
Okay. I read you wanted to be a mechanic growing up. Why the sudden switch?
Oh man, you know, growing up, there was, you know, I'm from, you know, very humble beginnings. You know, my father had a car, and I always wonder if it ever ran. You know, every day he drove it, but it was broken down every day. You know, so, you know, I was always, from a very young age, I was always working on the cars with him, you know, in the yard, you know, so, you know, it became a part of me, you know, and up until this day, I'm a certified mechanic, you know, and, you know, but, you know, in high school, you know, I loved soccer in high school, you know, I love track and field, you know, so I got an injury in high school playing soccer, and I just decided, no more of this.
Whoa.
You know, I'm going to track and field.
So, but for the injury, you would have pursued soccer?
I might have.
Which position were you playing?
I was a forward.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
you would have been scoring goals for Jamaica boys,
yes.
man.
I was too fast, so they put me, you know, up front.
That's nice. In 2013, you were banned for taking stimulant, even though you were innocent. Eventually, the truth came out. How did you feel?
Oh man, it felt like my entire world, you know, came crashing. Even now, speaking about it, I'm getting, you know, chills in my body. You know, something that I've preached about in the sports. You know, I've always been an advocate, you know, for a clean sport, and for something like that to happen to me, you know, I was so ashamed, you know, and even though I knew I was innocent, I was still ashamed because it was already in the media that this had happened, that had happened, you know, but, you know, the truth always, you know, come out, you know, and I always believed in God, and I know that God, you know, always come through for me. So, you know, it was very terrible, you know, for me, you know, but like I said, the truth came out, and I can now, you know, keep motivating younger kids, athletes, you know, how to stay free from all of these substances.
At the mention of Jamaica, two things quickly come into mind: reggae and quality athletes. Are you a reggae fan?
Yes, definitely,
Whoa.
definitely.
Which of the musicians?
Who isn't? You know,
Bali, Peter Tosh, Culture.
You know, all of them. You know, I grew up listening to all of these music. You know, I was never one to pick, you know, one, because these are all legends, you know. Even though Bob Marley outshined everyone else, you know, Bob Marley is a hero, you know, on his own. But I grew up listening to all of these guys who transform reggae music into something that the world, you know, grew to love.
And which of the songs is your favorite?
My favorite song, oh man, I have so much. You know, there's one
by B. Mali or Peter
no, it's not even Peter Touch. Put me on the spot. But you know, the song goes, should I have faith in you?
Okay.
Should I put my trust in you? Yeah, I'm not a singer, but
voice,
it's
man.
okay. Yeah.
You got a good voice.
Yeah, man.
Oh, that's nice. Tell us about the secret of Jamaica. Once you mention Brazil, it is soccer. Jamaica, quality athletes. What's your secret?
You know, our secret is, you know, there's a lot of support for athletes, especially the younger generation in Jamaica. We start from a very young age, and we're very open to sports, you know, all sports. You know, we're not focused on one sport. In Jamaica, we play football, track and field, cricket, tennis, basketball, squash, swimming, you know, everything. We're very open to all of these sports because all of these are opportunities for kids to really excel. You know, these are opportunities for kids to get scholarship to go to, you know, whether the US or wherever they want to go to. So these are doorways for athletes. So why restrict, you know, kids, you know, from being who they want to be, from doing what they want to do? So we support the athletes, you know, from a very young age. we have systems in place. You know, we have championships for, you know, primary school kids, high school kids at a tender age. You know, so you'll find, you know, 8-year-olds competing in front of thousands of people in the stadium. You know, real championships under real pressure. You know, so we have that system, that support system for the athletes, and I think, you know, that's the difference, you know, for us in Jamaica.
Talking about other athletes, did you ever get the chance to compete with or against Usain Bolt?
Oh yeah, all the time. You know, all of his career when he became, you know, Usain Bolt, the legend. You know, I've always been competing against him. You know, when he broke my world record, you know, I raced him 2 weeks after. Whoa. You know, and then we raced at the 2008 Olympic Games. So we had, our rivalry was one of the best rivalry, you know, for a few years, you know, in track and field. So
it's not a matter of bitter rivalry.
Like no. It was one of those rivalry where, you know, we always people always commended us on our rivalry. You know, when we, you know, for that 9 seconds in the race, that's the only time when we're not friends. You know, but before we support each other, we cheer each other on. After the race, you know, we cheer each other on as well. You know, so it was one of those rivalry where, you know, if he won, I'm happy. You know, if I won, you know, he was happy. So, you know, and being Jamaican, you know, whichever one of us win, we all wins.
Great. The world is looking forward to getting Asafa Powell Jr. Do you have kids that you are take after?
Yeah, man, definitely. I have kids, you know, and two of them are with my wife, actually, and you know, with her being Ghanaian, you know, there's going to be pressure who they compete for, you know. So, you know, I definitely have kids, and they are showing signs of, you know, being athletic from, you know, a very young age. So.
Yes, but when you get to that point, where will you stand?
I will stand to support. You know, I will just be that supporting factor. You know, just guiding them. You know, where sport is concerned. And if they want to run for Ghana, I support them 100%. You know, Jamaica, I still support them. So, yeah.
You are out of the field. Would you want to be a coach?
Oh, definitely. You know, I love track and field, you know, and, you know, in whatever way I can help to better the athletes to understand. I want to be involved, you know, in the sports, you know, for, you know, rest of my life. So, you know, if being a coach is the best way for me to give back, then, you know, that's the route I'm going to take. But I'll definitely be involved in track and field for the rest of my life.
How soon are we seeing Coach Asafa?
You know, I actually started a little coaching under the radar, but, you know, just, you know, helping out friends in a certain aspect, because out of all the sprinters in the world, you know, you would say I'm the most technical sprinter, you know, out there. You know, everyone pretty much uses my videos to train other athletes in the universities and high school, senior athletes, you know, watch my videos to better their techniques, you know. So, you know, if I can really give back, you know, in that way with my technical, you know, skills, you know, definitely.
That'll be better. I'm wrapping up. Are you disappointed when you came to Ghana? Because I'm sure you were looking forward to seeing a lot of tartan tracks, but we're only seeing soccer fields.
Oh man, yeah. I'm very, very, very disappointed, honestly. To be honest, I'm very disappointed, because you guys have had you know, excellent sprinters back in the days. You know, I remember competing against Aziz Zakari. You know, he was one of those athletes that, you know, whenever I go to the track meet, and I heard that he's there, I'm like, man, this man is going to come pressure me. You know, so he was one of those great sprinters, you know. So I remember Ghana having, you know, great athletes. So coming here and not seeing, you know, the real professional tracks, you know, is very disappointing. Because what if I came here and I wanted to you know, go for a workout or, you know, whatever it is. You know, so yeah, I think that's somewhere where Ghana needs to improve a lot.
Finally, look into the camera and tell your fans something, because Ghanaians love you.
Yeah, man. Well, you know, I would say Ghana, you know, it was great to be here. You know, I'll definitely come back here, and whatever way I can help, you know, I will definitely help. And hope my visit here in Ghana was inspirational and inspire a lot of young athletes and young kids to do better for themselves and to set a goal in life, and you will achieve it one day.
Thanks.
Yeah, man. No problem. Respect.